Guys, today I am heading down to Michigan International Speedway to meet up with the guys from Xtreme Xperience. They are in Michigan this weekend. If you aren't familiar, Xtreme Xperience is one of the supercar track experience companies, and they travel around the country with their fleet of insane supercars. You go to a track and you get to drive these cars around. I worked with them before. I mean, the cars they have in their fleet, I mean, 488, Huracan, GTR, R8, GT3. It's a lot of fun. I've done the GT3 before, 570S before. I don't know what we're gonna do today. Hopefully something cool. We're going to take the R8. My ass is about an hour away. It's gonna get some gas in the car before we head down there. But weather is pretty nice out today. MIS is a pretty fun track. It's got the giant banked oval in the NASCAR, like the main curve. So you get some pretty fast speeds on that too. And then you go on a little infield route. So we'll see. We'll see if we get some reviews of some cars in and show what it's like to do one of these track experiences. It'll be fun. Test out the practicality. Will it fit more clothes?
Hey.
Yes. Just grab the nice breakfast sandwich. Let's start this thing up. Oh yes. Now we need gas because we got to drive about 120 miles. Don't spill the coffee. Hey. Xtreme Xperience, all their flags going. Alright, where are we going? Are we going here? That's so narrow. That was scary.
Bumpy too.
Yeah. Drive exotic supercars on a racetrack. Show up in one to drive some other ones that are newer and faster. This guy has a nice C63 coupe. That's badass. All right, we're through registration. Got 2 passes here. Currently planning on doing the R8 V10 and the, oh, one of them just fell off, and the GT3. You've got what, a pit pass, because you can come take pictures for me. We're gonna go over there is the classroom where they kind of talk to you about how what to do, how to follow the instructions, the order of operations, how everything goes on, and just general kind of track safety types of things. So we'll go wait in line for that.
Xtreme Xperience, well, what are we? We're thrilled that you chose to drive the nation's premier supercar experience. We are the best out there. There's no other company out there that packs up a dozen or so hot rod supercars, brings them in 18-wheeler car haulers from racetrack to racetrack, and we do that just for you guys so you can experience these cars the way they were meant to be experienced on a racetrack.
This will be a GT3 versus R8 V10 track review. We'll do a head-to-head comparison. Alright, we're gonna take the R8 out first. It's a non-plus, so it's 540 horsepower, and it has magnetic ride. That's a big thing the non-pluses get, not the Aero. But so actually, technically my car is more horsepower because mine's tuned. But this will be fun.
Buy one, get one half off, right?
Buy a GT3 now. This is the problem. Trade the R8 in.
You're gonna have to get a GT3 shirt now.
I'm gonna have to get a GT3, dude. Alright, we're done. Driving around the track, gonna get my license back, get the footage, and then we'll talk about the cars a little bit more. That was a lot of fun. Slight technical difficulties. The hard drive corrupted, so unfortunately, not really unfortunately, that means I got to go out again and drive the cars again and try to get the camera stuff on camera this time.
left side of the track. There you go. Get your green cone here. Move it off to your left. There you go. A light push your brakes. Turn on into the green cone. There you go. There you go. Nice little power slide. Get off to the left. Add some gas. Get off to the left side of the track. And the orange cone's here. Go back up to the right side. Get to the left cones. Get to the brakes. Stay off the brake. Orange cones go back to the green cone. There you go. Add some gas. Nice and smooth. Keep it off to the left. And the orange cones go back.
Change of plans. Gonna drive the Huracan now, which is pretty much exactly the same as the R8, but a little more faster and extreme. So this will be fun to compare that to the GT3 this time. All the Huracans are very loud. They have exhaust, all-wheel drive. They're LP610, so this will be fun. So just finished trekking the GT3, the base level R8, and then just the Huracan around MIS here with Xtreme Xperience. The review, I'm gonna do a quick little thing. It's kind of windy out. I'm gonna finish it in the car, but we talked about it when I was driving. I'll put some clips in. The GT3 to me feels the most at home on the track. It's just so nimble. You feel the four-wheel steering. PDK is just absolutely telepathically good. The chassis is so light and it's just so easy to drive and friendly. The R8, base R8, I actually wasn't too impressed with. I didn't like it. Out of all the cars, that's probably what I would want to drive on the road. But around the track, it felt a little more soft. But again, they don't let you go to the most extreme settings for everything. With the PDK, I did put it into PDK Sport, and it was awesome. Dude, so the first files, this is Ryan here.
How you guys doing?
We went out in the GT3 and the R8, right?
Correct.
Corrupted. I had to go out again.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
darn.
was like, oh no, I had to
darn.
drive them again. So I did the GT3 and then the Huracan. Huracan is really good, but the GT3, I still love that thing.
Still the best.
I love that thing.
That Huracan's a beast, but it's no R8.
Yeah. I don't know the manual right there, but so finishing up, I'll talk more about the cars, but this is Xtreme Xperience. Ryan is the best driver to go with.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
All right, thanks guys. We'll keep talking about the cars, but thanks to Xtreme Xperience. Check them out online. They tour the entire country, check out all sorts of different tracks. They bring these trailers with a bunch of supercars in them. They all have like exhaust and wheels, so I hope you can hear that because it sounds insane. A lot of fun, as usual. All right, let's keep talking about the cars in a bit. All right, back in my R8 out of the wind. That was a lot of fun. So that's what kind of Xtreme Xperience is like. Specifically reviewing the cars that I drove on the track. Now I've driven, I think, all of them on the street before. So this is the first time, not the first time driving the R8 and Huracan around a racetrack. The R8, again, I'll reiterate, out of all of them is kind of the most soft one. That's the most friendly daily driver car. Yeah, the powertrain is exactly the same as the one found in the Huracan, but it is detuned in that car. It's a non-plus, so it's 540 horsepower, magnetic ride suspension, and everything about it just seems a little more comfort-oriented. It was still really fast, and it was also possible that because that was the first car I took out, it took me maybe 2-3 laps to get fully comfortable with it. But jumping into the GT3 right afterwards, literally back-to-back, it's very apparent how the GT3 is just more designed for the track. It's engineered for that type of activity. I left it in full PDK Sport on its own, let the computer shift it on the first time I took it around. The second time I played around with the paddle shifters, and I'm really familiar with that drivetrain, so I was able to know when to like downshift and things like that. But I mean, the brakes, the whole chassis setup with the GT3 is just utterly flawless. It imparts so much confidence to you. Even though it's only rear-wheel drive, it's not all-wheel drive like the Lambo and the Audi, it's still just, the cornering forces you can go through are just, it's so well planted. Four-wheel steering does help with that. Aerodynamics are optimized for that. Now, the Huracan, the most exotic out of all of them, the fastest, highest horsepower, on that giant banked main straight, it was the fastest. I touched over 150 in that car. The GT3, the screen said I was the fastest of the day in the GT3, was I think 138 or something like that. But you have an extra 120 horsepower. Huracan does have the tendency to go towards the understeer because all-wheel drive heavier Lamborghini. But the transmission is flawless. 7-speed PDK, or not PDK, 7-speed, the dual clutch in that car, and it's just more hard-edged. It does impart a ton of confidence to you when you're driving it. You can go really fast. They're all great cars in their own ways. On the track, I think if you had to ask me which one are you going to take, GT3 is my choice because I really love the Porsches. Huracan is just as good in many ways. It's different. It's a lot faster. Still a ton of fun, smooth, easy to drive. They're really gives you a lot of confidence, these modern supercars. So that's kind of a quick back-to-back review on the track with Xtreme Xperience of the GT3 and the R8, and eventually Huracan got thrown in there, so that was cool. Overall, hope you guys liked this video. It was a lot of fun driving them. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.